Welcome to the Mulligan Menace, but before I get into the deck list, I'm just asking that you please hit that subscribe button below. I'm a newer channel, so doing so really helps grow the channel. I really appreciate it to have new videos each day for everybody to watch, so please do so. Otherwise, we're going to get into this deck. This is a mono black skeletons deck. This was posted by Babs42 on the comment section of a previous video, and this is his version. He's had a lot of luck with this version. It does run the basic skeleton package with the Corpses of the Lost, with the case. He has Tiny Bones and Forsaken Miner in here. For removal, some of the new cards that I have not really used in this deck before, but really seem to work well, are the Stabs, as well as Feed the Swarms. The nice thing with the Feed the Swarm is this can get rid of those councils that are on the battlefield that really punish this deck. So Authority of the Councils, able to get rid of those, that's fantastic with this. Otherwise, you got some hasty boys with the colors, then you got the saboteurs doing a lot of damage in there, and a ton of other removal, strategic nowhere, bitter triumphs, and you even have some Cecils in there with the death touch if you need that for removal. Otherwise, it can do some lifelink in there. And then two of the sanctuaries as well, so you can fire up and attack with that, and it's nice to have vigilance on that creature. But all in all, it's a solid skeleton deck, and we're going to play this and get some wins with it. So let's get into the gameplay. But one thing I do want to mention quickly, if you have a deck that you want me to try playing, please send me an email at mulliganmenace@gmail.com. I'll review all the different deck lists, and ones that I got the cards for and look interesting to me, we'll get some videos made for. So please do so, mulliganmenace@gmail.com, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, we go first. We do not, unfortunately, have a black mana. Otherwise, this is a pretty spicy hand with all the haste creatures and the corpse. We're going to mulligan it. This is much better, but we'll get rid of one of our land. Keep 6. Done. We will get in for 2 damage right away. We'll follow it up with a case. Okay, I'm just glad they don't have a counter then here this next turn. We'll be able to do 5 damage. Ooh, that's a nice one to draw as well. Get this down. 6 damage, sorry. Down at 12. They're going to have to start getting some creatures out here to block, or at least some removal. Let's see what they do here. All right, they're going to remove a creature, which is fine. That is a fantastic draw, because he can attack in and it's 3 damage. Down to 1. Yeah, unfortunately, don't have enough. So the question is, are they going to be able to pull this back next turn? Yeah. All right, good game. All right, we go first. We have 3 land, a stab. Case of the Skeletons, it's some removal, even a timeline color. We'll keep that. Get that color out right away. We'll probably drop the case next, just in case we can get a turn 3 corpse. Blue. case out. Does also have menace, which makes it harder to block. So we can actually double card here if they have a creature we need to kill. Alright, that works out. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I'm going to... stab this, and then timeline color, and drop the corpse next turn. I might regret that if they end up countering it or something. Okay, they warped in the Riddler to draw a card. We do have this solved, which is nice. Ooh, seam rip. I think we just do this to get the damage in. Also makes all the future skeletons that much better. Alright, so it's blue-white. Ah, it's the Boggle deck. Okay, we will remove that. That deck can, or that card can get out of hand pretty fast. I think we'll save the removal, but let's see here. What do we want to do here? Let's activate this. We just get a case. That might be the best way to do it, especially with it menace. They might have a sweeper. I'm not sure if that list runs a sweeper. I haven't played that list in a while, although this is a little bit modified version of it. Down to 2, which tells me they probably have a sweeper. So yes, I'll take action there. Okay, they tried drawing into something. The fact that they didn't counter that spell and they rather draw into it tells me they really need to find a solution. Yeah, good game. Alright, opponent goes first. We do have 2 land. Miner, followed by either a Saboteur or a Stash, does pretty good. We do have removal as well. Playing against blue. The removal's looking a little worse considering. Blue-white. Okay. That be dealt by this creature. Oh, 2 and by. Okay. That's fine. I missed the two claws on that. You don't see Fogwing being played too often. Alright, it looks like it is a mill deck. Wish we had our card to get rid of artifacts, but that's okay. Okay, land is good. Get rid of their creature. We will drop another Saboteur. And just hope they don't have a Wrath. Oh, tap land, that's great. The nice thing is we can get our Hasty Boys in the graveyard if they bin enough. Let's see here. We'll actually get this out because this is going to help us. To search for stuff if needed. I have a feeling they're going to sweep next turn. We'll keep this in our hand. Yep. I want him to drop one of our... Okay, this is not so bad. I guess I didn't have this at an end of a turn yet, so we'll drop this down. And it triggers our case. So next turn we could do our case. We can get our haste creature. We'll see what they do here. They're not putting any of our hasty creatures in the bin. Well, that's unfortunate. But we still got it here. Get our timeline caller. Cast it with haste. And that's good gain. All right, we go first. We got 2 land. We got the miner, time caller, and a corpse. We'll keep that. Put the miner down. It's a pretty aggressive hand. I like it. Let's see what they got going on here. All right, we're playing against Boros, it looks like. Get another hasty creature down. I expect them to remove one of our creatures here, but I could be wrong. All right. Can sacrifice a creature. Probably want to get rid of that because I can easily get that one. I mean, I can easily get them both back, but okay, I picked the wrong one. I didn't think about the land. I should have kept the other one for the extra point of damage. We'll discard this. Okay, they're going to call their card back up. We're going to keep that in our hand to discard. Get rid of their pixie. We will pay for that. That was a very good turn. I'm going to drop this so we have the nowhere to run. I'll kill off the color here this turn. Yep. Good game. Alright, mono black skeletons doesn't look very good here with the single land. We'll mulligan it. This is much better. I'm going to keep it. I'm actually going to toss one of the lands here. Hopefully we draw a third land. Miner down. Oh! Good first turn stab. We got our land like we wanted. The nice thing about them removing that triggers our case. Oh, double cast. Get out tiny bones. Okay, they're doing a stock up. Saboteur is a good one to get down when the board's empty. Plus, we got removal if we need to. They do have quite a bit of land, so they might have a sweeper here. They do. All right, they grab the tiny bones. We'll activate it. I'm actually kind of tempted to grab a Cecil. Let's do the Cecil. We can cast it right away. All right, that's fine. We'll just grab a Corpses Lost here. Pass the turn. It might just be sitting on removal. This will give us some recursion if they just have removal. Yep. All right, that does give us the timeline color, which is nice. So we're going to bring this into play. Bring out the case. Gonna attack in for 5. Deadly cover-up. Interesting. Oh, he just did corpse. Yeah, those are the better ones. Land is a rough draw there. I'm actually going to kill my own creature here. And the purpose of that is to get my case back to my hand. Or I should say I'm going to get my corpse back to my hand. And it also triggers my case. I suppose the corpse thing, it just doesn't go back to my hand yet. Well, it should actually, because that got put in the graveyard. So yeah, it will trigger. I was thinking it was exile for a second there. And turn. Done. Take action. Get that back at the hand. We also triggered the case, which is nice. Pass the turn. Oh, nice one. I'll get my corpse. Still got the collar, which is nice. And we can trigger. Okay, that's fine. Can't get that anymore, unfortunately. The collar. We are going to cash in our case. There's too much removal in our hand here. They don't have anything in their hand, which is nice. So what I think we're going to do here is try to get as much damage as possible. Get this out. It can't be blocked by their land because it has menace. Okay, we're down to 12. No blocks. Well. We're going to cast this. Get this out. Back in for 8. That leaves us in pretty good shape here. What's their last card? Deadly Cover-Up. Okay. It gets rid of the one color. I guess it gets rid of them both. I should just the one, because this one is in exile, so they didn't touch that one, which works out great for us. And they don't have enough land to create a creature here. I think we got it. Good game. Pulled that out of nowhere. Skeletons never disappoint. It ran really well for me. I think ultimately I ended up 5-1 with this deck, so that really solid standings with this. You cannot beat the 1-2-3 combo of doing a skeleton turn 1, case turn 2, corpse turn 3, especially when you're on the play. It's really hard for your opponent to beat that. Just a lot of good synergies with this deck, and a lot of ways to defeat what your opponent is doing. So really enjoy this. Thank you, Babs, for suggesting this deck and providing your deck list. If any of you out there have a deck list that you want me to try, please send an email to mulliganmenace@gmail.com, and I'll take a look at it, and maybe you'll see it in a future video. Thanks. Have a good day.